Hey, Tim Frisch with A Frisch Perspective here. I just wanted to let everybody know about a story that's just breaking now from Todd Starnes on Twitter here. He says, breaking news, President Trump is being taken to Walter Reed Hospital as a precautionary measure. This is a developing story. And he does have an article, a quick article explaining this in a little more detail. So this is just being reported very recently. Developing story, President Donald Trump is being taken to Walter Reed Medical Center on Friday as a precautionary measure following his coronavirus diagnosis. President Trump remains in good spirits, has mild symptoms, and has been working throughout the day, Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany said in a statement to reporters at the White House. The 74-year-old president is expected to remain hospitalized for several days. Out of an abundance of caution and at the recommendation of his physician and medical experts, the president will be working from the presidential offices at Walter Reed for the next few days. President Trump appreciates the outpouring of support for both he and the First Lady, McEnany said. Clearly, the White House is not telling us the full extent of the president's medical condition. They have declined to provide a timeline and earlier today. As of this afternoon, the president remains fatigued but in good spirits, White House physician Sean Conley said in a memorandum. It should also be noted that President Trump, a prolific member of Twitter, has not tweeted in the past 15 hours. His staff also canceled all White House and Trump campaign guests from appearing on the Todd Starnes show. Pray for our president. And we definitely do need to be in prayer for this situation. I'm sure it is actually very concerning to the president because he's talked about knowing people who've died from COVID-19. So I'm sure it's concerning to him if he is having more severe symptoms. Now, we don't really know the extent. Obviously, there's going to be an abundance of precaution with someone like the President of the United States. But we do know that with Boris Johnson over in England, that things got very serious for him when he was in the hospital. So we definitely need to take this seriously and be in prayer for the president and his wife. I think it's one of those things where on one hand, we can read into this too much because, like I said, they're going to take the president to the hospital if there is any danger whatsoever, even the most minute danger. They're just going to be as safe as possible. So he's going to be working from the hospital is what it sounds like. At the same time, things could really get serious because he's not the youngest person. And so, it would be easy for him to have some complications with this situation. So we do want to take it seriously. Obviously, all of it is in God's hands. And we're so grateful that we have a system with a lot in place for our government. We even have a vice president in case of an emergency. So praise the Lord for his provision. We know God's in control. We just want to be praying. I'm sure it's an unsettling time for the president and for people around him. So we want to pray for God's peace, but obviously for the president's healing as well. Anyway, I just wanted to give a quick update and let you know this was pretty important news. I think we definitely want to take it seriously, but we don't want to overreact and read too much into it. So that's about it. Thank you so much for listening to this report brought to you from A Frisch Perspective.